Hey guys, it's good to see you. It's Ryan here with DP Marketing.Services, author on the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors, also host of Blue Collar CEO. By the way, if you haven't yet, I would love for you to check out the Blue Collar CEO podcast. It's really cool to hear guys talking about it in different trade groups and coaching circles. But yeah, if you haven't yet, please subscribe wherever you get your podcast. I'd love to hear your feedback. Coming at you today with the video that kind of stemmed from a conversation I saw on Facebook the other night. Um, so here's the scenario. So actually, before the scenario, maybe here's the catchy title. Should your marketing company be responsible for the quality of leads or the quantity of leads or both, or something else altogether? So there was another marketing company who they do great work, but on one of the Facebook groups, they kind of posted a screenshot of the Google My Business increase in rankings that this company had gotten for a client. And the rankings were awesome. It was like, everything was up, more views, more visits to the website, more click to calls, like every indicator of, hey, this is getting better visibility on the maps is showing. And the client left this company because not sure what reason. But one, so in general, everyone's commenting on like, Google My Business is a great source of leads. It's weird that anyone would leave after all those things are going up. But one contractor chimed in and said, those numbers don't mean anything because the job of the marketing company isn't to get calls, it's to help them boost average tickets. And then he went on to say that he's comfortable paying a premium for the leads he gets because he knows he's going to have high average tickets. And he thinks things like Google My Business and Google Local Services, that Google is filtering him the bad calls. So I wrestled with this one because it struck out to me as weird. On one hand, like, look, I totally understand that as a business owner, yes, you want high ticket jobs, and yes, you want those high ticket jobs to be as easy as you can get them. Makes tons of sense. I mean, every car salesman in the world would love for somebody to come in and get the highest end SUV that they sell with all the trimmings. Like, yeah, of course, but that doesn't always happen. And if you know anything about the conversion funnel, which we talked about a lot before, so I won't talk about it more here, but the closer you get to the funnel, the fewer people you get. So if you're targeting a subsegment of, hey, we only want people who are comfortable paying, premium price, and they always want this, then you're going to get a smaller piece of the pie, or you're going to have to really work really, really hard to make that piece of the pie larger. One of the two. But there's no like push button, get premium people in most cases. So the metaphor, like when I think about it, which by the way, Google, to my knowledge, has no robot on LSA or AdWords to help filter out high quality or low quality people. So like there's no little gnome on Google Local Services side that asks a customer, hey, are you a rich person? Before they forward the call. And if you are a rich person, they'll forward it to this company. But if they're a poor person, then they're going to forward it to your company. That doesn't exist. It entirely, from what we know, is going to be driven by reputation, what you're budgeting, what the customer searches in proximity to you. It has nothing to do with the demographic or behavioral insights from local services, from what we know. But thinking about like, hey, this guy's comfortable paying premiums for leads because the job of the marketing company is to help get average tickets up. I couldn't help but think of like a gym membership, and gym memberships at the beginning of a calendar year are one of those things that almost everybody goes out and buys. It's one of those New Year's resolutions, and you have whole business models like sure, I'm not going to say it, but these big box 24-hour gyms, their business model banks on the fact that people want to buy more gym memberships, and then people will actually use the gym membership. And so you pay the gym money to access for the membership. And if you don't go, if you don't put in the work, if you don't change your diet, yeah, guess what? Nothing's going to change. The only way that you are going to get the fitness goals you're looking for is if you invest something beyond the gym membership. You might have to invest time to go to the gym every day. You might have to invest money on making sure you're eating better food, whatever. It's not just I paid the gym membership, therefore I should be getting in shape. That's not how gym memberships work, right? So in the world of marketing, just like buying a business in a good visible part of town, Marketing, generally speaking, is about increasing the awareness and visibility of your brand. It's not about guaranteeing that you're going to get those leads and they're going to become customers. There are types of products that do that. But if you go to a TV station, if you go get TV ads, if you get a local billboard company, you're not paying for customers. You're paying for the visibility on that stretch of road or on that hour of news, whatever kind of you're buying, right? Same with G&B, same with SEO. You're paying for visibility to maximize your opportunity to get those people to call you. Once the phone rings, it's up to the person who's answering the phone. As a business owner, you need to know how those phones are getting answered. Unless your marketing agency is actually answering and booking your phone calls for you, your marketing agency is not responsible for how you answer the phone. So we literally, like, we will record, for instance, on our end, we'll record every phone call that comes in. And surprisingly, people who don't invest in CSR training and inbound sales coaching, they answer the phone really awful. And a lot of customers who are totally bookable leads that they can get on the schedule, the company just doesn't know how to handle the phone and answer the call. And they get mad at the marketing company because it's like, well, that person didn't have their money in their hand. Hey guys, newsflash. Nobody wakes up today wanting to call a plumber. No one wakes up today wanting to call an HVAC company. It is up to you to invest in the training of your team to make sure you're maximizing the most of every opportunity, right? Expecting an outside entity to care about how you answer the phone the same way you care about answering the phone, it doesn't make a lot of sense. On top of that, so once the CSR, let's pretend the CSR does it great. Cool. Now it's up to your tech to actually pull up to the job on time, to impress the customer with the service, to present the options in a way that's helpful for the customer. The experience has to continue. You can't just drop off. You can't just present yourself as premium on the front end. The CSR presents yourself as premium when they're on the phone. And then once the tech shows up, they come up in a beat up truck. They're tracking mud over the house. You're going to devalue yourself at that point too. So look, average tickets are totally important, right? Like, we try to see our guys at least between $800 and $1,200 average tickets on most cases. If they're higher, awesome. But average tickets are really important. But typically, that's going to be a combination on how do you answer the phone? How quickly do you answer the phone? Do you know how to dispatch efficiently? When you do dispatch, does the tech know how to answer the door and greet the customer correctly? Do they know how to do the whole complimentary service program? Do they know how to present the options for you? There's more that goes into raising an average ticket than whatever you're doing on Google My Business. Do they hold hands at certain parts? Absolutely they do. But does somebody who's working on helping increase the visibility on your Google My Business, are they responsible for how you're answering the phone and how your tech is running calls? No, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Just like your gym membership isn't responsible if you eat the salad at lunch today, right? It's the same thing. So I guess I just want to throw this out there. I totally understand from a plumbing or HVAC or home services company in general, you want high ticket jobs. Who doesn't? Of course. But realize there's in the world of marketing, there are some things that can be done to target better demographics and target better customers to find for you. But at some point, it's up to whoever's answering the phone to continue the experience, whoever's dispatching to continue the experience, whoever the tech is in the customer's home to continue the experience. At some point, the company has to take some responsibility for that entire life cycle that the customer is facing, and not just putting it entirely on a marketing company who is, trying to boost the visibility. Just like getting a better spot on Main Street, USA is going to help you get more people driving by your office, but it doesn't mean you're going to get more jobs. So this is kind of, I'm curious to know from you. This might upset a few people. I'm curious to hear your comments and your thoughts below. Again, totally understand the tension. And as a marketer, I'm not trying to say that marketing has no role. It's not that at all. I'm of the opinion that marketing should own 100% of what marketing is responsible for. 100%. But anything that marketing is not responsible for, that's not on marketing, right? That's on someone else. That's on either the sales training or the CSR training or the company management. But your marketing team, if that's internal, if it's external, whatever it is, they should 100% own the work of the marketing. Are they making the progress that they're working to, whatever that channel is? But once it's no longer marketing's responsibility, then that has to be owned by ultimately you as the business owner. But I'd love to hear what you think. Leave a comment below, guys. As always, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Bead channel, if you're like all fired up right now. This isn't trying to be adversarial. This is trying to be helpful and conversational. So yeah, I'm curious to hear from you. Leave a comment, guys. We'll see you next time.